Estamos de vacaciones, segundo día de transmisión consecutiva. Como hace rato no teníamos, hace rato no podía tener, pero esta vez tenemos bastante tiempo, así que vamos a tratar de estar transmitiendo constantemente, día por medio. Estamos dedicando a hacer el showcase del Bloodline de WWE 2K25. Ayer tuvimos una muy buena transmisión, gracias y con suerte WWE no la cortó en ningún momento, así que hoy esperamos mantenernos con la misma suerte y hacer la segunda parte de este showcase del Bloodline. Así que, hace poco estaba viendo el tráiler, hablando todo un poco de los Cuatro Fantásticos. Se ve muy buena esa película, muy buena. Pero bueno, ese será tema para oportunidad. Me permiten un segundito, vamos a conectar los dispositivos para poder. Stevie Time. Conectar los dispositivos para poder. Ya, vamos a ver entonces. Vamos a comenzar. Ayer, un pequeño repaso de lo que hicimos ayer. Ayer comenzamos el showcase de la Bloodline con el video de introducción, todo. Hicimos esta lucha de King of the Ring del 93 entre Yokozuna y Hulk Hogan. Cambiamos la historia de WrestleMania 4 en el Caesars Palace de Las Vegas, donde se va a hacer WrestleMania pasado mañana. Y derrotamos con los Head Chinkers a los hermanos Steiners. Sacamos a los Head Chinkers y obviamente a los Steiner Brothers. Y ganamos el primer campeonato de la carrera de la Roca, o Rocky Maivia, cuando derrotó a Triple H por el campeonato intercontinental. Sacamos ese campeonato en la arena de Raw Thursday. Y obviamente sacamos a Rocky Maivia y a Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Y ahora nos tocará la lucha entre High Chief Peter Maivia y Josh de Animal Steel. Esta lucha no se hizo, obviamente, en la historia porque High Chief Peter Maivia es mucho más viejo que Josh Steel, ni siquiera cercano. Y se va a hacer en una arena genérica que es la arena de Day One de Raw. Pero ahí nos van a explicar en el video la razón de por qué esta lucha y por qué la arena. Así que vamos hacia allá ahora mismo.
In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers,
Salud.
the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss. There wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anawa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principles behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career.
Que lo narra Paul Heyman, así que una enciclopedia de lucha libre te narra otra enciclopedia.
And grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score.
Ya, era mentira, entonces yo no pensé que era tan viejo, pero era tan viejo George, sí.
Which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
¿Hay una jaula? Ah, bueno.
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent,
como estas.
¿Cómo estáis leyendo? Muy bien.
at 275 pounds, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler. Few men can handle the chaos of the animal.
También vamos a estar transmitiendo un poquito de arcade, varios otros tipos de juegos. Pues mientras estamos en esto, mientras termino.
Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steele in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on most of their contests have ended in countdowns or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them.
Just ruthless.
George the Animal Steele is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the animal. But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief Peter Maivia. When you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel cage stipulation.
Oh, from the rope. Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
Yeah, and Maivia has really figured the animal out here.
Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime. Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this. Here we go. Boom.
This onslaught's really taken everything out of him.
And you can see Steel is struggling to weather the storm with the High Chief. Lariat. Good Lord.
That was nasty.
Ooh, sharp kick.
We've seen that Steel isn't above using a foreign object to gain the edge against Maivia. So he's got to have the advantage in a match where they're surrounded by one huge weapon, right?
Well, you'd think that from the heavens. Big time splash. Look at Mike. Just end this now. Oh, he's playing possum.
Kick out before the count.
Surprised to not even get a 2 count at this point.
El semejante triángulo volado no lo dice, otra la wea.
Just cranking. Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming. Targeting the shoulder.
Sale.
Escape.
Pedazo animal.
Big hammer connects. Oh, jarring uppercut. Headbutt. Ooh.
Picked up and being carried around now.
Targeting the throat there.
Going to ascend the cage.
Looking to keep steady, keep balanced. Soaring. Oh, man.
Esta la barra recular no se llena nunca, man. Qué terrible.
What's Maivia got here? What a backbreaker.
Oh.
And George is laid out. Oh, gosh.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steel as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique
Vamos
of
para la
the
mierda.
Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely eye-catching. And Steel is, well, he's an ugly
Oh
creature.
boy.
He left himself wide open. Big mistake.
Setting up
Oh,
for
se va a
something
tirar.
here and gets out of trouble by fighting out of that one. Boom! Maivia overwhelming his opponent here.
A series of disabling maneuvers from Peter Maivia. He is determined to fight out of this predicament. Sharp shot. Double leg takedown. Got the shoulders down. Counter. Not sure what the plan is here.
He's not ready for this to end.
Ah, se sacó.
Ooh, great anticipation.
The animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steel to get even crazier.
Oh, Maivia is prepared, all right. The man is extremely tough and agile. In fact, the High Chief's entire body can be considered a weapon.
He's mounted an all-out assault right now.
Steel now just trying to survive.
Ouch.
Toss. He's got him down for the pin.
Ah, culo pesado.
There's a shoulder up almost
Estoy ganando con esa weá,
A
animal.
whole lot of luster behind that kick out. Vicious right forearm.
And what he's looking for here
No.
looks like a potential submission maneuver coming. The arm is locked in. This is
Hijo de
setting
puta.
a painful
Able to punch his way out.
Got them off their feet here.
Oh, right to the throat. Ooh.
And here he goes, ascending up the steel cage.
From the top.
Mistake made by Steel. Placing him in the corner. Clothesline in the corner.
Oh, man. Jarring headbutt. Textbook side headlock takeover. Tremendous pressure on the head and neck.
George the Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost a match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steel's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage. Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the animal will throw at him. We're going to end this once and for
Otra
all.
vez. Feo, cuidado, pesado, hermano.
He breaks the ref's count before 2. Not quite enough to put him away.
Pulls the leg. Boom!
This is not going to end well.
Power bomb. Falls back to the mat.
Didn't have anywhere to escape to.
That's got to sting at this point.
Going up.
Diving leg drop.
Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
And I don't see Peter Maivia slowing down anytime soon.
Measured up nicely. Fist drop. When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steele often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty.
Hola Seba, soy el Torde.
They're biting their opponents.
Ah, le estoy quitando la cuenta a la Jana. 1, 2. Ay, la voy a empezar.
Strong impact.
Okay.
Maivia just dominated the animal. With that one. Maivia has Steele in his sights, looking to put the animal down.
He wants it one more time.
Backbreaker. Does Peter Maivia have this sewn up?
2. And the High Chief defeats the animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Oye, la guapa.
These two have faced off,
Me
it's
costó
been
llenar la barra,
eye-for-eye.
uy.
But the
Che,
Steel
su
Cage
madre.
has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief,
Mira.
Peter Maivia.
Logramos
George
la,
Steele is one tough animal, but the way
la victoria con el High
Chief
Chief.
tonight just
Así
reinforced
que
what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one tough Samoan.
sacamos a George Sting o un unlock para...
El vuelo de la piedra.
Exactamente. Y al High Chief. Excelente. Seguimos avanzando.
She's not like most girls. She's also not like most WWE superstars. Nia Jax,
Ella es la
reigning
gorda.
queen of the ring, is a reckoning, a force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A
Es la
cousin of The
gorda.
Rock. Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax.
And Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2016 draft lottery.
La próxima campeona de SmackDown.
Absolutely no one has been seen from Nia Jax.
Qué chistoso.
She is a two-time women's champion. She is a two-time women's tag team champion. She competed in the men's Royal Rumble match in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate. She does.
She's
Ali.
battled standouts like Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. And all the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her wake. In the ring,
Ay, sí, también fue
she
despedida.
applies many of the same tactics that once benefited Yokozuna, even using her own version of the Banzai drop, known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia Jax remains driven for even more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove
No menciona a Paul que la despidieron, pero bueno, ya.
That included entering into the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to punch her ticket into the final at the Queen and King of the Ring. With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition. This is your opportunity to crown the first queen in BloodLine history. Make Lyra suffer. Make her regret ever entering your ring. Showcase the otherworldly power that forces an entire roster to cower in your presence. Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
¿Se escucha bien lo que hablo yo, Tordi, y el video? Yo obviamente no tengo sonido.
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring Finals.
Ella es la gorda.
Cannot wait to witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently.
And Nia believes the crown already belongs to her. Will Jax's menacing presence and sheer power be too much for Valkyria to overcome? Or can Lyra write a happy ever after ending?
Lyra Valkyria fancies herself a Morrigan, which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
And her opponent, from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria!
Lyra Valkyria may have read a little too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra Valkyria is about to go.
And there will be a coronation. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got a caught, though.
¿Por qué no me sorprende el video? Yo creo porque esto antes se mostraba el video de la lucha, no, aquí te muestra el juego tras el video. Sí, yo creo que en una de esas, por eso no me lo cortan.
Nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little
Pero tengo que...
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton.
Oh,
Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home! Set outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Lyra says she feels alive every time she flies, and That's what Nia has to avoid tonight, keeping Lyra grounded.
The woman thinks she's a bird, Cole. What do you expect?
It's symbolism, Graves. Nia Jax, Lyra Valkyria facing off in the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament. Who will take home the crown?
Getting her set up for something in the corner.
Didn't go to plan for Jax.
Nia avoids contact. She turns that attack away.
Turning the tables. In just a matter of minutes, we'll have our second Queen of the Ring. The first, of course, being Zelina Vega.
¿Qué pasa?
Pulga. A shot at whichever woman wins this. She beat the woman now known as Piper Niven that night, so you know Queen Zelina can strike down an enemy of any size.
Jax with the irresistible offense.
And the irresistible force is really keeping Valkyria grounded here.
Well, if you're Lyra Valkyria, what do you do to pull off a massive upset tonight?
Well, Lyra's a technical wizard, Cole. In fact, from a technique perspective, she may actually have Nia Jax outgunned. And beyond relying on her technique, if I'm Lyra, I'm going to try to frustrate Nia. I don't know how possible that is, but if you frustrate Nia, she may make a crucial mistake.
Bam! She flipped that attack around.
Se la sacó, mira.
Confidence is always a key for Nia Jax. She comes into every match thinking she hasn't won.
But when you have this business in your blood like Nia does, that confidence is genetic.
But ever since the irresistible force returned to WWE 8 months ago, her confidence... Good! Putting her back in her place. Had the foresight to get out of that one.
What a sidewalk slam. Turns it into a pin attempt. She kicks out at one.
A little closer to getting the pinfall there, but this is still anybody's fight. Legs getting tangled in the corner, stuck in the tree of woe. Stuck in the tree of woe. They are doing whatever they please. Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main roster matches so far, and they were all in this tournament.
Big wins over Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky over the last 3 weeks. That's an extremely impressive start for Lyra.
Wow, undefeated for 3 weeks? When Nia Jax joined the main roster, she didn't lose a match for over 7 months, and Jax has stayed that dominant for years. Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, going to climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this. Maybe not.
No way. There's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Good night, Annihilator.
Here is your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring.
Aquí viene triple calvo.
Nia said she would do it.
Triple ñata.
She backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE, Triple H, going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax and officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new Queen.
Ojalá que cuando caiga el video, ¡ay! Sacamos a la gordita. Bueno, esta versión es la gorda porque ya viene en el juego de por sí, por defecto. Pero sacamos un nuevo tier, lo mismo que la ida. Ya no se cae nada productivo en esta web.
I'm sure you will agree with your wise man. Many WWE superstars say they will do whatever it takes in order to achieve success. Quite often, it's a bunch of BS.
Bullshit.
You may run into someone who is willing to look out for the group. Someone willing to make sacrifices. And for this family, there was no one better than Rikishi. After the Head Shrinkers run in WWE came to an end, Rikishi, then known as Fatu, would go on a journey of self-discovery. This journey would lead to him taking on the name Rikishi, a subtle nod to his cousin Yokozuna, as well as
Se
an
comió
opportunity
un par de
to
asados
start
más de la
fresh
cuenta.
with a global audience.
Well, my dad, you know, when he became the Rikishi character, when you think about Samoan wrestlers, right, or mean, or aggressive, he made it like his own flavor, right? You know, he had the blonde hair, still carried the aggressiveness, but I think he just wanted to add like a little flavor to it. It became even more popular to our culture.
Rikishi blitzed WWE from the jump, devastating opponents with new tricks and winning people over with his fat-ass dance moves.
That Rikishi is fat, all right. P-H-A-T.
And with this wave of newfound momentum came even more success, with Rikishi capturing the WWE Intercontinental Championship and displaying incredible athleticism in iconic moments like when he dove off the top of the steel cage.
Ay, pobre Balvine, weón.
2000 belonged to Rikishi.
Pobre Balvine, weón. Lo dejaron, pero como una espátula, weón.
Rikishi held a dark secret regarding a decision he'd made not for his own benefit, but for the benefit
for the Rock.
of the family.
I did it for the people.
At the 1999 Survivor Series that Stone Cold Steve Austin was hit by a car in the arena parking lot, forcing him from the main event later that night for the WWE Championship. For nearly a year, all of WWE was consumed with figuring out who was driving that damn car and why Austin was targeted in the first place. The verdict came in. The car was driven by Rikishi. Rikishi would stand strong.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, I didn't do it for me. I did it for The Rock.
What?
Rikishi would lay out a years-long gripe that WWE preferred Steve Austin to The Rock, and so Rikishi had made sure that The Rock's only competition had been removed from the picture. Rikishi sacrificed his own popularity to reach this goal. The Rock thrived while Austin was on the shelf. For Rikishi, the struggle and fall was all worth it. Rikishi knew that he would eventually have to face off with the Texas Rattlesnake to answer for his sins. And he welcomed that meeting with open arms. What Rikishi was unprepared for was for WWE to stack the deck entirely, looking to make Rikishi pay for taking out their golden goose. Stone Cold Steve Austin was allowed to drive his truck directly to the ring and
Y empezar a sacarle la concha de tu madre.
the hell he wanted in the name of revenge. We are going to make things right. This time, when Rikishi and Stone Cold Steve Austin lock horns, there will be no stacking of the deck. Someone willing to give of himself so that his family, this family, can succeed, deserves better. So get in there and showcase the never say die spirit that has led this family to victory time and time and time and time and time and time again. Use whatever weapon you can get your hands on and prove to Stone Cold Steve Austin that you will do anything for the people.
Se vamos, nos pide cambiar la historia, Polito.
Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin will be here, Byron. I just refuse to think anything else.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a no-holds-barred match. Introducing first, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing
Rikishi.
Rikishi in the last couple of weeks than we knew about
Rikishi,
his entire
Rikishi.
career here in WWE. He said he
Yeah.
ran over Austin not for himself, but for The Rock.
Esta es la versión What If de WWE. What If Rikishi with Stone Cold.
And Rikishi's gonna win it. This man makes me sick.
La próxima vamos a sacar esta arena.
Is he here?
Well, there's the rattlesnakes music.
He's here. Austin's here. Stone Cold Steve Austin came here with no fear, no hesitation, just revenge.
His opponent from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds.
Vamos a dejar que Stone Cold nos pegue un ratito. La suerte que esté enojado.
Sick, demented side of Rikishi. Rikishi almost cost Austin his life. Instead, he's here
Ya, Stone Cold con un antebrazo europeo. ¡Pam!
Has seen members of his family be skipped over while other superstars skyrocketed to unimaginable heights. Rikishi feels it's The Rock's time, not Austin's.
It's been a month of stunning revelations, all leading to the in-ring return of Stone Cold. And though The Rock wants nothing to do with this altercation, we have to mention the sadness Rikishi has brought to him.
Rock might be innocent in this whole ordeal, but I feel that somewhere inside his soul, The Rock is happy with what Rikishi's done. The Rock is proud to have Rikishi and his family.
No, Corey, what kind of luck?
Taking flight! Good Lord! Taking flight! Trying to do as much damage as humanly possible.
But at what cost?
Oh, no, look out. Here we go. That's called changing the decor of the broadcast area.
I have a feeling there's more to come, Corey.
Now looking to do battle right here in front of us. Anything Austin is trying is being suppressed.
No one holding Rikishi's family down now, taking out all those years of
¿Te fue hockey, pedazo de puta?
This conflict is beyond disturbing. Corey, let's go into Rikishi's mind when it comes to defeating Stone Cold.
Rikishi has to be prepared to endure an emotional storm like he's never felt before. The big man must recover from that and use his weight to immobilize the rattlesnake, because we know Austin will not stay down.
And Austin fends him off. And Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
I mean, Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals would go to the disgusting lengths that Rikishi has gone to.
Oh, they call me the hot shot. Now Rikishi has the firm upper hand.
Rikishi with an onslaught here against Austin. Dare I say, Stone Cold could be in trouble.
Sent flying out of the ring here.
To the sky.
Ay,
Turns that away.
Climbing the turnbuckles to the top.
From the top.
And completely missed the mark.
I don't care who you are. You're not the same after suffering a crash landing like that. Up and over and into the crowd they go.
Cobra clutch. Got it cinched in.
Fading fast.
Oh, the Russian leg sweep.
¿Se puede,
Talk so much about motives
se puede
leading into
luchar?
this match. In my view,
En el
Rikishi's
público? Ah,
illusion
bacán,
and his
weón.
family have been given equal
Antes
opportunities
pegáis
in
un
the
puro golpe, no, y tiráis el guan para atrás.
Yeah, my blood boils at the propaganda Rikishi
Qué bueno.
is selling.
Buen cambio.
About the most legitimate motive
Qué buen
for this
cambio,
story,
esa me gustó.
and that is payback for Stone Cold. Austin nearly had his life taken from him, and there was no greater reason to stomp the tar out of somebody than that.
What a headbutt. Vicious. Unloading haymakers amongst the WWE Universe.
We talk a lot about Austin being prepared for a fight.
Now you can stand out of the ring and bring him to the entrance side of the ring.
Talk about the rattlesnake preparing to make Rikishi a dead man. Well, right now it's Rikishi doing the brawling. Rikishi's disdain for Austin looks greater than even we anticipated.
Oh, God. Face first. And looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach watching Rikishi. This is a man who has no remorse and feels justified for running Austin down like a dog.
Look, to be devil's advocate, you've got to look at Rikishi's perspective.
He's proud of his Samoan lineage and saw an opportunity to give his people a leg up in the Shark Tank that is WWE.
Oh, are you serious, Corey? Rikishi ran over another human being. Weird fortunate that it only put Austin on the show for 10 months instead of his whole life. It's sick that you would even condone what Rikishi did.
Don't twist my words, Saxton. I'm not saying I condone Rikishi's actions. I'm just saying I understand.
Saw it coming. And here he is, heading back into the ring. Lift it up. What's next?
No, se lo saco.
And he avoids what was coming.
Sale con show.
He's headed out to the ringside area. He's making his way to ringside now.
Ah, le tiro seguridad.
With a clothesline to cut off the attack. Austin and Rikishi trading heavy artillery on the outside, and here comes the rattlesnake.
Stone Cold Steve Austin fired up and revenge on his mind.
You got to think about how bad Austin has wanted this ever since Survivor Series last year. Been dying to get his hands on Rikishi.
All of that venom, all of the vitriol inside of Austin being unleashed on Rikishi right now.
Remember, this is no holds barred. Anything goes.
¿Qué tan agresivo, pelado, Julio?
Down. The rattlesnake is red hot. And do you hear this capacity crowd? They want more from Stone Cold. All that he wants to see Rikishi get beaten down like a pile of human filth.
Oh, it gets put into the barricade.
Whipped into the barricade.
Goes right through it.
And we know how despicable Rikishi has been, but to throw vinegar on the rattlesnake's nest, Rikishi goes and destroys Austin's truck with a sledgehammer.
Hell has no fury like a man who has his car tampered with. It's just extra motivation for every fist.
Va a salir la camioneta de Stone Cold.
Enjoying how he's working
No.
on the rattlesnake throughout this match.
And I bet The Rock is smiling about it too.
Oh, stop that nonsense, Corey.
No, por eso lo está haciendo así, po. Eso no, para que eso no pase.
And Rikishi slows Austin down with a thunderous right.
La lucha está haciendo algo
Austin's in
parecido.
trouble.
Oh, boy.
And now
Oh, no.
steel chair. Oh, and Austin, he just averted disaster
Acá,
there.
And now Austin gonna deliver the punishment with the
acá,
steel chair.
acá lo abre, pero le pone un silletazo en los hocico. Y le abre el coco, güey.
A relentless Texas rattlesnake beating the brakes off
Recuerdo que ahí
Rikishi with
le
a
sacó
steel chair.
el gorro a Jim Ross y empieza,
Down goes Rikishi.
y ahí lo mete en la camioneta.
Beating the hell out of him.
I know Austin has good reason to be doing all this, but he could be taking it too far at this point.
I don't think the rattlesnake is taking it far enough, Corey. Austin wants to put Rikishi's life in danger, just like Rikishi did to him. Austin decompression, 10 months of frustration into the single most important ass whooping of his life. Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat.
No, chico, no.
Getting dangerously close to ending it all there.
Me quedan 20 segundos, con chico, no.
Just punishing their opponent.
Catches the leg.
Ah,
Rikishi hoisting up his
toma, pelado, Juliado.
Rikishi driver.
That's it. Austin is out.
Into the pin.
1, 2.
And a kick out.
What a kick out by
¿Por
Austin.
qué?
You can never count the rattlesnake out.
Everything possible was done to win there, but it just fell short. Clothesline knockdown. Here we go. Come back.
Me equivoqué, botón. A lo sabemos. No me equivoqué, botón.
Down
Oh, que con la cámara no puedo ver el combate.
Stepping out of the ring here. Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Taking a big risk here by bringing the table into the action.
Sliding back into the ring.
Arm wringer applied into the top wrist. Lock, full control now. Oof. But here comes the fire.
I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Maybe it's a yard sale. Propped up in the corner.
Stomping a mud hole in the opposition.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about.
The steel chair, never as innocent as it looks. Ooh, a direct headshot. Just sickening.
Oh. Fights back against Stone Cold.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done. And that was just as devastating as a
sledgehammer
to
Para cagarte con chico. Ah, sal perro culiado mentiroso, concha de tu madre.
Hey, it might be time for a change of strategy. His best move didn't get the job done. Got him on that turnbuckle. He's able to reverse it.
These two have learned each other so well.
Big knee to stop the maneuver. Stops the kick.
Ahora se sacó el fiche, qué perro.
He puts him into the corner. Going outside. What's he got planned here?
EC dub as a kendo stick is introduced to the proceedings.
Oh, and it's reversed. Following takedown. Gonna stack them up here over the pin. Rikishi somehow defangs.
Ah, ya lo como es gel. Yes. We change the history, motherfucker. Lo hice, Polito, lo hice. I did it for the people. Ahí. Sacamos la arena de No Mercy. Ojo, orden. Sacamos la No Mercy. A Potishi y a un par de Stone Cold. Miren, la arena No Mercy interesante.
His arrival signaled impending doom. His very presence was enough to intimidate even the bravest WWE competitor. His name itself simply meant the end. And if you found yourself standing across the ring from Umaga, you were most certainly coming
Lo tengo que aprender a usar porque ahora es mío.
on your own road. The younger brother of Rikishi, Umaga, was every bit the Samoan bulldozer that his nickname would suggest, mauling opponents with ease, relishing the chaos that he created. A menace to the entire roster, an unrepentant badass, Umaga tortured his prey with high-impact collisions before ultimately sealing their fate with his vaunted Samoan spike, a vicious move used today by Solo Sikoa.
Inside the ring, man, he was just a complete monster. Anybody that stood in front of him, he was going to wreck him no matter what he had to do. He was just a crazy, wild Samoan. Outside of the ring, man, just a loving guy to be around. A fun uncle, always joking, always barbecuing at his house. I always looked up to him. He was just so cool.
Perhaps an unheralded aspect of Umaga's game was his mastery of mental warfare. Umaga loved to present a wild, out-of-control savage, one who needed manager Armando Alejandro Estrada to handle all the details while he destroyed opponents. Umaga was the perfect definition of the word aura. A two-time intercontinental heavyweight champion, Umaga established himself as one of the purest forms of dominance to ever set foot in a WWE ring. His intense clashes with Batista, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, and Triple H, along with WWE Championship battles against John Cena, still live on in the memories of those who were fortunate enough to watch Umaga perform. And Umaga will live in immortality through every member of this family, whether it's with a huge Samoan drop, a running bulldozer into the corner, a Samoan spike, or even a war cry in the middle of battle. Umaga is forever.
I wish he was here. I know he's watching from above.
So you, our beloved Us in training,
Us in
are asked
training.
one simple thing here in the WWE 2K25 showcase: to defeat John Cena. You've done that in this mode before, right? Simple. It was at New Year's Revolution in 2007 that Umaga and John Cena first collided for the WWE title. Umaga appeared to be too much for Cena in the minds of many pundits. Undefeated in WWE some 9 months after his debut, and things were going very well for Umaga. Until they weren't. Umaga would see his undefeated streak end by, of all things, a damn roll-up after rushing directly into the outstretched shoes of John Cena. 1 second of luck allowed John Cena to escape the inevitable, and now it's on you to fix it. Head into that ring. Showcase Umaga's cruel brutality and get Umaga the WWE Heavyweight Championship victory that he should have gotten in the first place. I assure you, my dear friend, Armando Alejandro Estrada will make sure nothing else goes wrong if you take care of business inside the ring.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. He can be the next WWE champion, the near 400-pound Umaga. A man that since debuting right after WrestleMania 9 months ago has remained undefeated. And Umaga has been in the ring, Byron, with the best of WWE.
This man looks, moves, and sounds like a movie monster. Except Umaga is for real.
He is a Samoan bulldozer, an 18-wheel version with a mean streak. Big, athletic, strong, and probably going to outweigh John Cena by well over 100 pounds.
Since 1963, the WWE title has only changed hands twice here in Kansas City. That's twice in the last 47 years. A phenomenal ovation in this arena because the champ is here. John Cena has a gigantic challenge awaiting him in the ring, but Cena doesn't have a reverse gear.
Absolutely not. The champ only goes one way, and that's straight at you.
John Cena, a three-time WWE champion, the handler of Umaga, Armando Estrada, trying to control this undefeated challenger.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 353 pounds, Umaga. And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, John Cena!
The challenger not taking their eyes off the championship.
And the champ is staring daggers right back at the opposition.
Here we go with the WWE Championship on the line. John Cena versus the Samoan Bulldozer Umaga. Big fight feel here in this building.
The undefeated Umaga has set his sights on Cena. And
Oh, look out.
you gotta be kidding me. That's gonna be on highlight reels for a long time.
Incredible courage to even attempt that.
WWE Championship at stake. The undefeated challenger Umaga has run out of targets to beat up on and now finds John Cena in his way.
Oh, whipped right into the diamond-plated steel.
And you just see Cena's legs bent awkwardly off the steel steps. Umaga really pinpointed a target with that attack.
I don't know if it was strategic on the part of Umaga or just a result of his rampage, but either way, taking out Cena's foundation is going to sway the power advantage into Umaga's favor now.
Umaga is truly a specimen to marvel at, Corey, and his handler, Armando Alejandro Estrada, knows he has a thoroughbred on his hands.
There's a difference between thoroughbreds and Umaga, though, Cole. Thoroughbreds can be tamed. Umaga cannot. Estrada can only serve as a mouthpiece for Umaga. He can only help direct Umaga's blind brutality. I think even Estrada knows no one can control the Samoan Bulldozer.
Stamina is going to be a key factor in this match tonight. Can Cena weather Umaga's vicious attacks? Can Umaga keep up the offensive pressure as Cena drags this into deep waters?
I think you're right, Cole. This might just come down to who has more gas in the tank.
Oh, he flips that around.
He's finding a way to slow his opponent's assault down.
Could be what Cena needed to ignite a rally. A rare
Heavy.
position for Cena in this fight. We can't often say that John's overpowered in a match.
Nice takedown.
No,
Stack for the pin.
The champ is pinned. We might have a new champion here. Shoulders are down.
Is this enough to retain?
The pin for the championship. Gets the shoulder up after one.
Still in it. Oh, boy, here we go. We've seen it once. We've seen it 1,000 times. It always works. Look out. Driven down hard. Cena going low. Look at
Sunset flip powerbomb.
Cena tonight attempting to do something no one else has been able to do. Up high. Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing.
Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable.
desperate use of the headbutt to get out of trouble. Trading counters and reversals back and forth. Ooh, short clothesline hits its mark.
And unraveled on Umaga.
Suéltame, chico madre.
Umaga with a reversal. Oh, what a clothesline. That's using your head. And Umaga, of course, coming from a very rich heritage. Some of the greatest athletes in any sport come from the Samoan heritage.
Umaga's aggressiveness can be traced back to his bloodline. When you're fighting a Samoan, you are battling a tough, scary human being. And gets sent right into the corner. Feet tied up. Has to be feeling vulnerable here.
¡Gana Samoa!
Oh, what a headbutt. And Cena's starting to falter here.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now.
Up on the shoulders. Down in a hurt. Pin. Title on the line.
Champ's in trouble.
The champion with a quick shoulder up.
He's still got life in this matchup.
Off the right hand. What are they planning here? Off the ropes to senton. Wow.
Oh, man. And you can see from the blood that real damage has been done.
Bright red evidence. He got caught badly by that blow.
And that move might have crossed the line. Overwhelming offense now from Umaga.
Cena has no response for Umaga's savage and brutal offense. Has him in the corner. And Cena flattened in the corner.
Umaga's just overpowering him. Look at the strength. Into the corner, just setting Cena up.
Me ganaste.
You have to start to ask yourself, is the end of John Cena near?
¿Dónde está Samoa?
Look out, a headbutt. No one has been able to stop Umaga. No one.
Oh boy.
You are seeing why Umaga is undefeated. Why no one has been able to stop the Samoan bulldozer.
Here comes Umaga, and Cena catches him with a boot. John
No,
Cena
no.
from behind.
No, otra vez no. Sale para
Kick
allá.
out by Umaga.
And Cena immediately back into the clutches of Umaga.
I'm not sure what else Cena can do here. I'm not sure John Cena knows how to stop Umaga.
And Corey, you know there's no force equal to being on the receiving end of a headbutt from Umaga.
It's in Umaga's DNA. Generations have perfected the art of using their own skull as a weapon that could stop an elephant. Watch the power of Umaga. Brutal attack from Umaga. He smells Cena's blood in the water.
Counter. Take it over.
Go for the win here.
Pin to decide the championship.
I guess he doesn't think he's done enough damage to put this one away yet.
Pulled in for a belly to belly. And Cena is taking on a lot of offense now.
Umaga continues to maintain the advantage. Oh! Umaga, crazed look in his eyes,
¡Gana
staring down
Samoa! No, mentiroso reculiado.
Cena doing what he can. Here it comes. Samoan spike. He might be minutes away from crowning a new champ.
No.
I don't believe it.
Guys, I thought we were getting a new champion there. Well, we might see a new champ here tonight.
Don't put the cart before the horse.
Umaga's gonna fly.
Samoan splash.
Taking advantage of the opportunity. Two. New champion. An undefeated champion.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE
Trae para acá, mierda.
This proves it. Truly no one can withstand Umaga. The Samoan bulldozer has wrecked his way straight to the WWE
Sacamos
Championship.
muy bien la arena de New Year's Revolution, el campeonato de la WWE Speedbelt, a Umaga, a Armando Alejandro Estrada y a John Cena del 2006.
This is Umaga's
2007.
moment. He is your WWE Champion.
Ya, estamos en la hora exacta de transmisión, que me gusta transmitir una hora porque después, increíblemente a mí me gusta ver video y me da lata cuando son tan largos. Así que vamos a ver qué es lo que sigue, pero vamos a dejarlo hasta acá por el día.
Hey, in WWE, things move really fast. If you aren't present in the moment, it can feel like a year goes by in only 2 or 3 minutes. That's why you always have to make time to make sure that you check. Hold on. Did I just hear myself say 3 minutes?
Ah, no. Necesito hacer esto.
Can you believe I'm actually doing Eric Bischoff's shtick? In the early 2000s, few words sent a shudder through the roster like the words 3 minutes.
No, voy a hacer esto porque necesito sacar a estos dos.
Duo of Rosie and Jamal, collectively known as the 3-minute warning.
La advertencia de 3
Initially
minutos.
hired by the aforementioned Raw general manager Eric Bischoff to interrupt anything he didn't find to be entertaining.
You're just not entertaining me. 3 minutes are just about up.
The two instantly made their mark in WWE with their complete and total decimation of anyone that was targeted. Their formula was really simple. 2 bruisers with surprising quickness who took pleasure in throwing opponents all around the ring with reckless abandon. And the trail of bodies left in their wake remains a testament to their devastation.
Ah, no me acordaba que se habían pillado a Big Show.
Older brother of your tribal chief Roman Reigns, and Jamal, who would in time develop his skills further and take the name of Umaga, were about instant gratification. They treated matches like a race, seeing how much
Esto es lo último que hacemos, muchachos. Quiero sacar a este equipo es mío.
With my brother and my cousin, it was just one of the coolest gimmicks of all time to me. It was catchy, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of knew what was happening. And I feel like we all remember when the 3-minute warning hit for the first time. You know, the whole Den TV area just lit up.
Every match was a train wreck, as the two would use their size to overwhelm most opponents, coupling that with incredible tag team maneuvers to increase the carnage to its maximum levels. That approach, maximizing damage while minimizing time, was a 3-minute warning signature. The team itself saw its run in WWE last for a little over a year, but in that time managed to make such an impression with the WWE Universe that it still resonates today. They are proof of the impact anyone can make if they capitalize on their opportunities, as 3-minute warning did every single time.
It was a short-lived gimmick, but it was a really cool gimmick, and I just think it shows the versatility of, hey, if you need us to go out there and tell you a Broadway story, I'll cover 2 hours if you like. But if you need us to come out in 3 minutes to make an impact, we can do that too. But you gotta be really good to be thrown in there with the very, very best in the industry. I'm getting all pumped and proud, you know, for my brother and my cousin right now, just thinking about it.
Here in the WWE 2K25 showcase, we have selected another team that embodies the same mindset in Akam and Razor, the AOP. Similar to Jamal and Rosie, these two look to inflict the most pain in the most efficient manner. Like 3-minute warning, AOP happily dispatches when summoned. Like 3-minute warning, AOP features 2 Goliaths who will hurl your body from pillar to post before finally bringing it all to a most
Solamente hay que derrotar a AOP.
conclusion. It's up to
Nada fácil.
you in
Extreme
this
Rules.
Extreme Rules contest
Ah, bueno.
to beat the AOP to the punch and showcase the Wrecking Crew approach that made 3-minute warning the premier bruiser squad in all of WWE. And don't worry, we will give you more than 3 minutes to make that fact perfectly clear.
Gracias.
Matter of fact, take your time and enjoy dishing out the punishment.
No, si no me demora tanto Poli, tranquilo.
AOP is here, ready to wreak havoc. And they want to prove 3-minute warning has nothing on them.
Two roughneck teams ready to use this Extreme Rules stipulation to the fullest.
Yo pensé que iba a usar mejor Triple H en esta vuelta a estos tres, pero veo que me equivoqué.
The following contest is a tag team Extreme Rules match and accompanied by Paul Ellering at a combined weight of 620 pounds. Akon and Razor, the authors of Pain.
And guys, the authors of Pain now have 3 minutes.
And at a combined weight of 770 pounds, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Advertencia de 3 minutos. ¿Y con qué chucho juego yo, weón?
Here we go with AOP and 3-minute warning going.
Calma, tranquilidad. We got 3 minutes. So cause modern head outdoors. Oh.
Head to head. This isn't Akon with an early cover. Slips the shoulder up.
Way too soon for him to be thinking about a pin.
Watch for the hardcore style of 3-minute warning. Both of these men are from the hood, so to speak. Grew up in the streets, brought up to be tough. Rosie and Jamal have a what tenacity.
A duo that couldn't care less about headlocks. They're just all about beating the hell out of you. 3-minute warnings, thug-like tactics need to be respected.
Rosie and Jamal only care about one thing, and that's the winner's purse.
Office of Pain taking out 3-minute warning in a match that feels created for them. Extreme Rules. Many would call the AOP and 3-minute warning equally brutal. How can one of these teams get the edge in this head-to-head contest?
It's true they're well matched, but AOP tends to be the more methodical and calculating of the two teams. If AOP can get control of the pace and smother 3-minute warning's chaotic in-ring style, they'll be in a position to win this.
Rosie and Jamal tell their victims that they will feel the 3-minute warning. What does that mean, Corey?
Well, I mean, and look at this now. Yes, applying the submission hold.
Strenuous effort here.
He's in excruciating pain. How do you get out of this? Oh, look at that. What a great counter.
Those are folded.
He's looking a little battered now.
Saludos, Luchito. Buenas noches. Llegando al final. Pero llegando, que no importa.
Jamal pins the shoulders down. And he fights it off.
That is just pure instinct at this point.
And he tosses him back in now. He's left wide open here. Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced before this match. Over 13 covers.
This could be all over.
Kick out just before 2.
Y se sacó el signature, perro mierda.
Retaliation from Razor.
T-ball into a power slam. Impressive.
Great athleticism. Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
Superstar setting up. Oh, a slam! Landed him. He's getting fired up now, really feeding off this crowd.
Me deja mi primo, mierda.
And a series of vicious stomps.
Pay special attention to Rosie in this matchup. 6'5", 375 pounds. The man can run a 40-yard dash in 4.8 seconds. This guy is a pure athlete.
Rosie played high school football with a legendary running back before playing college ball in Hawaii. Imagine being pancaked by the force Rosie brings.
No, me la saqué. Puta, buen bruto.
Extremely frightening, Michael. We all know what is going through their head here.
Yep, destruction, carnage, annihilation.
Yeah, but they should be thinking about this coming out of their paycheck.
Elbow drop right on point. Gentlemen, no need for monitors right now. The fight is right in front of us.
Oh, look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Easy. Man, Rosie and Jamal, Akam and Razor representing the biggest, most imposing teams WWE has ever seen. Both teams don't care what the motive is, don't care who the target is. Their goal always remains the same, and that is complete destruction of the opposition. We call it flying.
Ah, hijo de perro, se lo sacó.
Punishing match, but AOP and 3-minute warning are exceeding all expectations. Drops the hammer right on the lower back.
Delivers a well-placed hip attack.
Big slam.
Como los dos son más plus.
Sent to the corner.
And he retaliates.
No!
Finish him. A blast off. Axe handle from the middle rope.
No tenemos un finish en nadie.
Hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of
Como yo estoy usando Rossi. Un poquito Rossi.
damage being dealt here. Big time clothesline. Good grief.
No idea how he's even able to continue in this match.
Yeah, he's on his back foot now. I don't see things turning around.
Déjame ver.
This is a whole new level of chaos and brutality. This superstar has control of their opponent, driving them down to the canvas. And what's next? From the middle road,
A huge splash.
forget it. AOP just fell to their demise.
Rosie and Jamal survive Extreme Rules.
Here are your winners, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Advertimos, tuvimos 3 minutos de advertencia, por su madre.
Contest between two of the most badass squads we've ever seen. They were the tougher competitors.
Yeah, but AOP certainly made 3-minute warning earn this win. Just think about all the carnage we witnessed here tonight.
Wait. Ya. Ahora sí, con la sacada de
We've come to the part of the show
3-minute warning,
when we get to talk about Tamina.
llegamos hasta acá, muchachos, por el día de hoy.
WWE, shoulder to shoulder with the Usos, Tamina's alliance with this dynasty.
Yo creo que mañana, después de la ceremonia Salón de la Fama,
Watching Monday Night Raw and I
o
see
quizá
debut with my brothers.
ya el lunes volvería, porque ya es fin de semana de WrestleMania.
Two of my brothers.
Difícil que transmita mañana, dependiendo cuánto se demore la ceremonia Hall of Fame. Y una vez transmitimos mañana una nueva parte. Ahora te dicen que esta parte de la cuestión es complicada de la Tamina, porque hay que hacer la lucha Money in the Bank. Yo creo que sea muy fácil.
has formed alliances with both Naomi and Nia Jax, honoring this family's connection. While Tamina has looked to create her own name in the industry, she has never missed a chance to acknowledge her place in this family either. Trained by Afa and Sika, the wild Samoans, Tamina was instilled with the same instincts that have carried each member of this family to wrestling glory. Her in-ring approach is similar to many in the bloodline. Quick striking, high-impact attacks, and smothering holds. As capable with a super kick or a big splash as anyone else, Tamina has maintained a remarkable level of success in her WWE career. A constant contender, Tamina has competed for the Women's Championship on many occasions. She's also held the Women's Tag Team Championships along with 9 separate reigns as the 24/7 champion. Tamina has
24/7 champion, campeonato
any
ridículo ese.
environment against any opponent. Tamina is always the perfect test for a rising contender. Defeating Tamina proves that you're at the top of your game, and she will always expose those who aren't quite ready yet. Taking her lightly is the easiest way to book your...
A ver, y claro, hay que luchar la lucha Money in the Bank. Y por lo que me han contado, por lo que he leído en redes sociales, esto no es nadita de fácil. La primera Money in the Bank. Así que, si esto lo vamos a adelantar. Y se va a hacer, lo voy a hacer otro día. Esta es la que gana justamente Carmela. Entonces, ya. Yo creo que debemos ir como a 3/4 de camino. No sé cuántas luchas son, creo que son 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Me deberían quedar como 3 o 4 luchas APP. Así que para una próxima transmisión estaremos haciendo esta de Tamina. Participar en la lucha de dinero en el banco y que hago, saco todos los tiers de las otras 5 participantes, otros 4 participantes. Así que muchas gracias a todos por seguirnos, por acompañarnos. ¿Qué arena obtuvimos? Claro, ahí está, la de No Mercy y la de New Year's Revolution. Y la de Queen en King of the Ring, que creo que estaba. Y ya sacamos a... perdón. Creo que me lo tomo con la H. High Chief. Ahí está. High Chief Peter Maivia. ¿Quién saqué? A Rosie. Rosie y Jamal de ABTC 3 minutos. Sí, bien, perfecto. Saqué el otro tier de la Naya. Y el Naya, ¿no? Lo mismo de la Laira Valkyria. No, esta era diferente. Era la otra. Es diferente, está es más, inclusive con menos horas. ¿Qué más acá? Just the name of Silk. Ahí. ¿Qué más saqué? Acom Your Resort. Y Resort. Este lo saqué en la... no, este se saca en... se desbloquea, ¿no? Solo se cobra Tribal Chief, la versión del que lucha con el interno. Así que eso fue todo por hoy, muchachos. Gracias por seguirnos, por acompañarnos. Nos veremos en otra transmisión donde seguiremos el showcase de Bloodline Dynasty. Que le vaya muy bien. Chaito, nos vemos en otra ocasión. Gracias a todos, saludos al Legend, al Torde y al Luchito Paredes. Chao, chao. Nos vemos.